Hello, my dear friends. This is my very first Patreon video post, and probably will be the last one. As you see from the headline, the title of this post is So Long Goodbye, which is one of my very favorite songs from Sound of Music. But it's also a message. Patreon has been really good to me over the last 3 or 4 years. One of the longest running writers on Patreon. There was a time back at the beginning when I very first started that I was bringing in $300-400 a month to my family's budget, and that was literally the difference between having groceries and not having them. So Patreon and the Patreon community is very dear to me. But over the course of time, it's become pretty clear that Patreon is a terrific medium for established artists, for people who have a big name, to be able to monetize the work that they're doing. It's also very effective for people who do video work and audio work, not necessarily as great for writers. With some of the changes that Patreon has been forced to make in tax policy and various things like that, it's become obvious to me that this is probably not the right place for my writing to be. In the notes in this post, you'll find some links to some places where I'm doing more writing. My nonfiction is at medium.com/@aliasmrc. And you'll also find my writing at iamchrisjones.com, at verso.inc, and several other places where I'm starting to make a name for myself, and my writing is starting to be observed. I'm not going to shut my Patreon account down. I'm going to leave it open, but I think everybody who has been a patron of mine over the years is on a kind of a monthly subscription type basis. And I'm not going to be making any more posts here for the foreseeable future. So you can kind of take that line item out of your budget, I guess. I cannot thank you enough. There are no words in any language to thank you for what you've meant to me and for the impact that this community has had on my writing. It's probably not too big of a stretch to say that if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be a writer now. It's made a huge difference in my life and to the life of those who I love the most. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Keep supporting creators. Find people to lift up and build. Creation is hard, and there's a lot of people out there who could use your support, including me. You can find my books, by the way, at dramaticpress.com, of which there are actually now getting to be quite a few. So I really hope to have you along for the ride in other media and other channels. This just happens to be the time for this one to ride off into the sunset. Thank you again, and blessings on you. Godspeed.